Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kroy Biermann has a new job. While Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann's messy divorce continues to drag out in public, it seems the former Atlanta Falcons player is quietly building a new life and career. The one-time Real Housewives of Atlanta star recently landed a new position in sales, marking a notable shift since his last employment update. Beerman has officially joined the sales team at Superior Rigging and Erecting Co., according to the company's website. Based in the Atlanta area, Kroy is now featured on the company's staff page, accompanied by a headshot and a contact form for clients interested in purchasing rigging equipment. This career development comes after his last public job update in November 2024, when it was reported that he worked as a crane and rating coordinator at the same company. The change in title suggests a possible promotion. Kroy also reportedly receives $4,500 a month from his NFL pension, after nearly a decade of professional play with the Atlanta Falcons. While he's been keeping a low profile amid ongoing divorce proceedings with Zolciak, the former Bravo star did celebrate a major personal achievement on June 29, his induction into the Montana Football Hall of Fame. In an emotional Instagram post, Kroy shared, "To those that couldn't make it to the banquet, being inducted into the Montana Football Hall of Fame is one of the most humbling honors of my life." He continued, "This isn't just a personal milestone, it's a full circle moment. Because no matter where football took me, whether it was Missoula, Atlanta, or beyond, I've always been and will always be a Montana boy at heart." Kroy, 39, and Kim, 47, filed for divorce back in early 2023, and although both have now left their shared Georgia home, the divorce has yet to be finalized. While Kroy builds a new path forward, the divorce continues to impact those closest to him, especially daughter Ariana Biermann. The Next Gen NYC cast member recently opened up to people about how the prolonged legal battle between Kim and Kroy has taken a toll on her. "I'm trying to find my way still in the middle of it without disrespecting anybody or making anybody upset," Ariana said. "But I think it gets hard at times, and unintentionally, you can be going more towards one side than the other when they are fighting the kind of battles my parents are going through right now." The 22-year-old star has been candid on the show about her evolving relationship with her mother, their financial challenges, and her plans to launch a fashion line with her boyfriend Hudson McLeroy. But no matter how much she shares, she admits the number one question she always gets is about her parents' messy breakup. "I think it sucks for anybody experiencing their parents going through a divorce," Ariana added. "I love my parents' love, and I know people have a lot of opinions about it, but it was really such a pure, honest love. They acted like they fell in love yesterday up until, of course, the end. I think it's just really sad overall. It's been a tough couple of years." Despite the chaos, Ariana continues to try to maintain separate relationships with each parent. "It's not always easy though," she said. Kroy Biermann had always been a man of surprises. Known once for his swagger on the football field and later for his offbeat roles in reality TV, he was ready to tackle a new challenge. This time though, his cleats were firmly planted on new ground, the world of urban agriculture. Yes, Kroy Biermann, former NFL linebacker, had become the face and hands of a bold city farm initiative in downtown Chicago. It was a crisp spring morning when Kroy stepped onto the rooftop of the historic Carlton building. Below, Chicago's skyline cut bold silhouettes against the sky. Around him, raised planter beds brimmed with fertile soil, dotted here and there with seedlings just poking their heads above the surface. A gentle breeze carried the earthy aroma of compost and fresh greenery. As he took in the scene, Kroy's practiced athletic jaw, long haunted by game day focus, softened with awe. "This is different," he murmured, kneeling beside a row of baby lettuces. No pads, but I still gotta block weeds." Overhead, a small group of volunteers laughed at his analogy. He'd begun this journey months earlier after leaving reality TV during one season's finale. Tired of the spotlight, longing for something real, tangible, Kroy decided he needed purpose grounded in goodness. He'd always loved the idea of giving back, of connecting people to their food. So when the opportunity came to lead Green Rice, a nonprofit turning unused rooftops into community farms, he felt the pull, And finally, the home. Chapter 2. Learning to soil scout. At first, Croy leaned hard on his athlete's instincts, discipline, endurance, teamwork. But gardening is no game. Soil checks, pest monitoring, crop rotation. There was nuance in every nook of that rooftop. His first humbling moment came mid-May, when he thought he planted 36 tomato starts perfectly aligned. 2 weeks later, half looked sun-scorched and droopy. He pored over guides, consulted agronomists, and finally did what he hadn't done much in life: paused and listened. Tomatoes need consistent moisture, not waterlogged roots, explained City Farms expert Marisol Chen, and this hot Chicago sun can burn them fast. With gentle patience, Croy adopted drip irrigation timers and shade cloth experiments. He measured moisture daily, adjusting solar sensors and piping. Soon, his tomato babies straightened up, blushing with promise, just like linebackers before kickoff. Chapter 3. From Harvest to Homepage. By early July, the rooftops glowed with green. Kale danced in the breeze. Bell peppers blushed scarlet and orange. Butter-crisp lettuce leaves shimmered midsummer fresh. And yes, those tomatoes were plump and mad with sweetness. Croy hosted weekly harvest brunches for locals, pop-ups that brought city folks onto their kitchens in the sky to pick produce and share brunch fare. The buzz spread on social media, aided in no small part by Croy's bachelor-turned-mentor charm. Something about him on a rooftop, a commenter wrote, makes farm-to-table real. Local produce stores began placing orders. Restaurants lined up for weekly boxes, farm eggs, microgreens, herbs, and wedding planners bouquet scraps, flowers, people. Croy created flair. On harvest day, he wore green cargo pants, loops for clippers, boots caked in dirt, and a work shirt with the Greenrise logo embroidered over his heart. Bright-eyed kids visited from city schools, learning about soil, pollinators, and composting from Croy's team, who nicknamed him Coach Root. Chapter 4. Press, Pressure, and a Quandary. Just as the rooftops thrived, national media caught wind. Interviews appeared. Former NFL player tackles hunger. Reality stars plant-powered pivot. A few skeptics snickered. Can this all be more than an Instagram stunt? When a local TV segment implied it might be unsustainable, Croy felt a familiar spark of challenge. Only this time it wasn't an opposing halfback, it was real critique. On a brutal June afternoon, he found himself staring down a camera crew's questions about funding and longevity. But rather than bristle, he did something he rarely showed in public. He opened up. "I won't pretend we're perfect," he said, voice low but steady. "City farming's ups and downs are real. Drought, funding gaps, bugs. But every dollar we raise supports teachers, students, and families who come here to learn, grow, and eat. It's not me. It's us. And this community and these plants aren't fads." That authenticity went live and viral. People felt it. Donations surged, and suddenly Greenrise had enough resources to pay a full-time agronomist and expand to 2 more rooftops.